Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another easy recipe for you guys today. This is a rice and a potato dish, one of my favorite childhood recipes. My mom still makes this for us. This is actually a very common dish when it comes to South Asian cuisine. People make it in different variations and they also pronounce it differently. In our house, it was always called Tehri. It's rice with some whole spices, some powder spices, addition of potatoes. Really simple, really easy, and really delicious. My kids love it, so I want to share that with you guys today. I'm going to show you everything we're going to need and in detail show you how it's made. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is chop up the onion and the tomato. Then with the medium potato, I'm going to peel it and cube that and keep that in water. And then we will go back to the stove. All right, gonna peel the potato. This dish just brings back so many memories. It's just one of those comfort foods, rice and potatoes. And just work with what you have. If you don't have all of the whole spices, that's okay. If you just have cumin seeds, just use that. At least try the recipe out, and then you can always tweak it and make it your own. All right, I'm going to show you how big the pieces of the potato should be cubed like. You want to cut the potato in half. Cut the potato in half. And then again, lengthwise like that. So you want to cut it like this. And then into cubes like this size. And I'm gonna keep the potato, cut up potatoes in water, cold water, so they just don't discolor. Okay, so I'm gonna add some oil to the pan. I'm using a non-stick pan here. That's easy when you're making rice. I've added all of the whole spices to the hot oil. And when you add whole spices to the hot oil, this infuses the oil and you're really able to smell the aroma of these whole spices. Keep an eye on them. You want to make sure you don't burn them. You're going to be able to smell it. Okay, so after about 10-15 seconds, add the onions. And I want them to get nice and golden brown. That will just take a few minutes. Okay, once it starts to look like this, add the garlic, and we're just gonna cook the rawness out of the garlic. You don't want to burn it. If you want this spicy, you can definitely add some fresh green chilies as well. You would add them now. All right, now I'm gonna add the tomatoes and the powder spices. Give it a good mix. Let these tomatoes break down. At this point, if you feel like this is sticking to the pan, you can add a few tablespoons of water to prevent that from happening. I'm just going to break these up. It's going to turn into a nice thick sauce, and then we will add the potatoes. This is what the spice mixture will look like. I'm going to add the potatoes, and then I'm going to add water so these can start to cook. at that beautiful yellow color. That's what the rice color will look like from that beautiful turmeric powder. Okay, I'm gonna add the water. And then I'm gonna let these potatoes, I'm gonna cover the pan and just let them cook for a good 10 minutes. All right, I'm just gonna quickly rinse the rice. Just a few times till the water runs a little clear. I always rinse rice before I cook it. I think it just makes them more fluffier. All right, this is exactly after 10 minutes. This is what it should be looking like. The potatoes are more than halfway done. So now what we're gonna do is add the rinsed rice to this. And water. Okay, mix it well. Now the potatoes will finish cooking with the rice. I'm gonna cover it. The flame is still on low, and I'm gonna let some of this water evaporate before I turn the flame on very, very low. Okay, after exactly about 2 to 3 minutes, some of that water is gonna evaporate, and once you start to see the rice through the water, now I'm gonna turn the flame really low and cover it and let this cook. Always keep in mind, you always wanna check rice towards the end of the cooking time. All right, few things to keep in mind when you're cooking rice. You always wanna cook the rice on low flame, and you always wanna check rice towards the end of the cooking time. If you keep on taking the lid off and checking it, all that steam can escape, in the pot, and then that prevents your rice from fluffing up. I'm just quickly chopping up a little bit of fresh cilantro just to garnish the rice with, and a few more minutes and it'll be done.